Hello friends and family, welcome to Nanaba's Kitchen. If you're new to this channel, I want to say greetings, a warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to have some more fun right here in Nanaba's Kitchen, cooking up some dirty rice. So friends, for our dirty rice recipe, we're going to need a few ingredients, beginning with ingredients. We have 2 cups of basmati rice, and you can use jasmine rice or any long grain rice. And then I have some salt, some black pepper for seasoning, and I also have a small bay leaf. Now these scallions or spring onions, I'm actually going to use the white part to cook with, and the green will serve as our garnish when we're done cooking. We have 3 cloves of garlic here, a small piece of ginger, and then I also have some shallot onions. Now here's our other main ingredient, which is the ground beef. You cannot make dirty rice without ground beef. So I have a cup and a half of ground beef here, and it's 90% meat and 10% fat. Now here's our secret ingredient. We're going to be needing some mushrooms in this recipe. Trust me, the mushrooms are amazing in dirty rice. Now most people would use chicken organs, especially the liver. I prefer to use mushrooms in place of that. You're still gonna get that earthiness from the mushroom. So let's begin, friends. So the first thing you want to do is combine all your fresh produce into a food processor, because we want to grind till we have a nice coarse texture. So I have the shiitake mushrooms in there. I'm prepping my ginger, my garlic. I'm also going to cut the white part of the scallions or spring onions. All go into the food processor with the shallots, and we blend it up until we have that beautiful coarse texture. We don't want it to be too smooth. And our food processor comes in very handy to obtain that texture. Our pan is on medium heat, and I'm pouring in a bit of avocado oil, followed by the ground beef. And the goal, friends, with the ground beef is to cook it till it's nice and brown, because that's equivalent to a whole lot of flavor. So once it goes into the pan, you want to spread it out thin and let it cook on one side for a couple of minutes before you introduce the seasoning, which is the salt, the crushed black pepper, and I've also added the bay leaf. The salt tends to pull out moisture from the beef, so it is important for it to go in a little bit later. You don't want to mix it into the beef before you cook it, because then you're going to end up steaming the beef instead of actually caramelizing it. So you're going to continue to cook for about 7 minutes, because that's how long it'll take to really brown the beef. And to prevent the beef from cooking into bigger chunks, what you're going to do is use your spatula to sort of separate them as they cook. And this is the texture you want, a more scrambled look. It's been about 7 minutes and the ground beef is perfectly brown. So now it's a good time to add our blended ingredients, our fresh produce from the beginning. The shiitake mushrooms, shallots, the white part of the spring onion, the ginger, the garlic, all goes in, and you're going to now cook it together with the meat. Now here is a secret ingredient. It's called Worcestershire sauce. The pronunciation of this sauce is such a tongue twister, but I have spelled it out in the description box and also included the amount you need, a few dashes. It goes a long way to really elevate these flavors in here. So if you have access to that, why don't you just give it a kick of Worcestershire sauce? However, friends, in the absence of the Worcestershire sauce, you may substitute with soy sauce. That will also help with the flavor and the color in the end. Remember, we are cooking dirty rice. So now at this point, what we do is continue to cook for about 5 to 8 minutes, still on medium heat, until this whole mixture is super brown and extremely caramelized, just like that. Can you see that? Yes. This is a lot of flavor, friends, and the aroma is, woo, Lord, you know you need to have mercy. So yeah, we are now ready to add the rice. We have been cooking for about 20 minutes total, We're adding basmati rice. We've washed it thoroughly until the water turns nice and clear. We've removed all the lingering starch because we want this rice to cook fluffy. Yes, this will be a perfect side dish or a main dish. Why not? Yes, it is so delicious, friends. I hope that you're able to try this recipe. You will absolutely love it. Next step is to continue to cook the rice until the water has been absorbed by the grains of rice. You will end up with a whole lot of brown bits on the bottom. Don't worry about it because we're about to lift it all up and incorporate it into the dish. With the water I just added, I added 4 cups of water. Now if you have chicken stock or even beef stock, much better. Didn't have any on hand, so water just goes a long way too, because there is a lot of flavor already in the dish. So now you will notice that the brown bits on the bottom are just lifting right off. That's a lot of flavor you do not want to lose. So use your spatula to scrape it off. The water makes it a lot easier to do that. You continue to cook for about 2 minutes while cleaning the sides of your pan, removing all those flavors that are stuck on there and incorporating it into the actual dish. Once you're done, take a look. You see the bottom of the pan is nice and clean now. The brown bits, all those flavors are now part of the dish. Cover it up and let it cook now on low heat for 25 minutes and voila. Is this dirty enough? I say it is. I say it does not get dirtier than this right here. Friends and family, here is your dirty rice. Try the recipe and return with your feedback. I cannot wait to hear from you. Yes, friends. So now it is time. We fluffed it up and it's perfect. It's ready to dig in and serve as a side dish, but we're going to garnish first with the green part of the scallions from the beginning. Just finely chop it and dish up. Take a look at this beauty right here. Yes, friends and family, here's your dirty rice. It looks so good, tastes even better, and it makes me just want to sing. Makes me want to sing and dance. Yes. Makes me want to sing, sing and dance. It makes me want to thank you all again. Yeah, I just whipped that together. Oh, how much fun can Anaba have? Keep having in this kitchen. I thank you all so much for your love and your support, your kind comments. Make it a great day, friends and family. And as always, have fun, especially in that kitchen.